it's staying together, kinda. Yeah, but yeah, I banged it early, probably like first, second possession. So yeah, it was bothering me throughout the game, but played pretty well. So it is what it is.
Was it
The
that
same,
third and
the
one?
same Nate.
Yeah, it was at third and one.
The third and
Yeah,
one pitch to Hufanga blew it up.
yeah, yeah.
How'd you come back from that? I mean, you had almost all your yards, 2 touchdowns after that. You had a pretty
Yeah.
good game.
Sometimes you gotta talk to yourself, man. It was hurting when I was running. I mean, like it was funny because my dad said he was like, "You see my face when I was running," but it's just a part of it, man. Sometimes you gotta talk to yourself in this game.
What do you say to yourself?
I can't say that.
Hey, you're in a safe place.
As one of the team leaders, what do you, how is responding moving forward without Micah? How do you handle that?
I think the main message that I've been preaching is, guys got to step up collectively. I mean that's a major piece in our defense. So a lot of guys, not just one person, just got to step up and play better, and then to give some of these other guys that have been wanting to play and then get more game time a unique opportunity to be able to go prove what they got in a crucial part of the year. So I think it's going to be a good challenge for those guys, but I think that they're going to rally behind them.
To keep going in that game, though, is that kind of like an adrenaline rush in the moment, wanting to finish it for your guys?
I just know how much it meant, honestly. Then Chris got banged up a little bit, so I was like, man, I felt like I'd be doing him like a disservice if I let him go out there when he barely stand up straight. So like for me, it was just talking to myself and not really wanting to put nobody else in a tough position.
I feel like it's almost insulting to ask you if you're planning on playing on Saturday night, but I assume the answer is yes to that.
I mean, if it's up to me, for sure I'm gonna try to go.
Have you always had that, Jeff? Like, has that always been in you? Because you talked to us a couple weeks ago about when you had the fractured shoulder your rookie year. I mean,
yeah.
Has that always just kind of been your style, so to speak?
Yeah, I mean, I think for me it's harder to watch games than it is to play hurt. So for me, I'd rather try to contribute in some type of fashion, even if it's in a limited fashion, than just sit there and watch the whole time. So I've always had that kind of mindset.
Where does that come from?
I don't know, man. I think it came from when I got injured for the first time my junior year of high school, and I was like, yeah, I can't do this. It was like I feel like I was going through it more mentally than anything, just sitting there watching it. It's just, to me, it's depressing. So either I'm playing or I don't want to look at it too much. So that's just kind of how I am.
What do you expect from a Chicago team that you just saw?
I expect them to come out with a lot more energy. They're getting a lot of guys back, especially on defense, that's coming back a little bit more healthy. Obviously, it came down to the wire with them last time we played, and I know they're gonna come out with a chip on their shoulder. They kind of still have a lot out there for them in the sense of winning the North and also just the playoff picture in general. So I know they're gonna come out swinging. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a dogfight.
You talk about what's out there for them, Josh. What's out there for you guys now with what happened last Sunday in Denver?
Yeah, I mean everything's still in front of us. We just gotta take care of our business. These last 3 games, especially these last 2, divisional games, we gotta take care of our business and we'll be all right.
Is there an added challenge in preparing for a team that you've seen twice in 13 days?
Yeah, I mean yes and no, because you don't know what they're gonna come at you with, obviously, because some of the things that they might have game planned for last game that didn't work, obviously they're gonna throw that out and try to counter on things that to stop the things that we did well. So, I mean, it's a chess match. That's kind of how it is when these games are this close, and it also comes down to the players, man, who wanted more. So we're gonna see who wanted more.
With the way you guys played the first half against Denver offensively and then the previous couple games, do you feel like offensively you guys can do whatever it takes, whether it's coming from behind or shootout ones, countering Micah's absence?
Yeah, I think as an offense we can do whatever it takes, but it's also, I think the biggest thing for us as an offense is just doing it more consistently. Stops having so many, splash plays here and there. Have a week where we almost go perfect in the red zone, and then a week like last week where we didn't convert as much as we wanted to in the red zone. I think it's just about being more consistent as an offense, and our playmakers coming up, showing up every week. We got a lot of players in that category that can make plays, but just doing it more consistently, I think, is the biggest thing for us as offense.
Do you expect to see more teams playing zone against you guys, especially with how good Jordan's been against man?
I think they have to, just because we have too many explosive receivers, man. You got a lot of guys out there that can run and can run for a long time. So I think that it's hard for matchup purposes for guys to keep up with, receivers like the ones that we have. And then obviously, Jordan, if he's allowed time, he's one of the best, passers in this game. I mean, just looking statistically at the numbers. But yeah, man, I think it's tough to say, but they're gonna have to do something. So we're gonna see.
Does it affect you at all if the secondary is in zone or man? How's that influence the run game?
If they in zone, I feel like it gives me better options in the passing game, because the checkdowns is if he don't see what he liked, then the check down should be there. Normally that's how zone games go. Man, I think it's just more somebody got to win, and that's even me, even in a run game or pass game. If I get a one-on-one, I kind of like it. Well, I ain't gonna say I like it. I love it. But that's just kind of how I think.
Josh, what is that you have on your knee? Is that like a?
It's a firefly. So all it do is it just posts. So like if I cut it up right now, it'll just make my leg jump. So like it's just kind of twitch if I lift my leg.
It's like a stem.
Like a stem.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like it help with so you don't be as much swollen, swelling, and then also just getting a little bit of motion without actually moving.
Have you been wearing that?
Yeah, I've been wearing it for like the last 3 weeks.
Have you,
yeah.
Do you sleep in it?
Yeah.
Around the
on the
clock?
plane, everything.
Really?
Yeah. Normally I have a sleeve on too, but
Okay.
I took it off.
Have you tried any of that infrared stuff at all?
I mean, I have an infrared sauna at home,
Yeah.
so I mean I get in that every day. But yeah, I've done just about everything there is to do it, from when it comes to needles, everything. Like I kind of take it on all levels. At least good enough to where I know that I'll be okay going into the game. So,
Josh,
yeah.
Matt said you're as tough as they come in this league when it comes to playing through injury. When you hear that, what does that mean to you?
I just know he know my mindset. It's been a couple times, since I've been here, where we kind of clashed on if they was gonna allow me to play or not. And every time, like, I had a pretty good game. So I think he's put to a point where he's like, man, I'm just gonna trust you. If you say if you can do it and you believe that you can do it, then I'm gonna let you go.
What does that look like when you guys clash? What's said in those moments?
Because they have your best interest. One thing I will say about this, this organization is that they do truly have your best interest in heart. So like it'd be certain times where they're like, man, I wouldn't advise you to do it. Like you might just need to, rest or whatever. And then, but ultimately, I think it comes down to me. Is like it's my decision at the end of the day. Like, what do I feel? Do I feel like I'm gonna hinder the team? Do I feel like I can add value to the team? And if I feel like I can, then I'm gonna do everything I can to play.
Do you ever have to take longevity of your career into account in those situations? You know what position you play.
Yeah.
Ever thought?
Nah, because it don't be things where I feel like it's major to that point. It's just things that I know I'm gonna be like lingering or dealing with. It's not nothing that's like career setbacking type injuries, So for me, it's just like, okay, it's gonna be painful, but do you play through the pain or do you sit? It's just kind of that simple.